Okay, so here we have a scatter diagram showing the relationship between two variables. It's saying that as the amount of hours spent revising increases, then the mark obtained increases too, which is quite logical. The more time you spend revising, then the better marks you're going to get. It says that one of the points, though, is an outlier. So write down the coordinates. Well, an outlier is something that doesn't fit. So an outlier does not fit the trend. And therefore it's going to be this one here. And so the coordinates of the outlier is 4, 10. Okay, so that's how we get that particular part of the question. The question then goes on and asks us to work with this scatter diagram. So it's asking us to answer some questions involved in this scatter graph. So it wants us to first draw a line of best fit. Now, a line of best fit must follow the trend. So the trend of the crosses is doing something like this. So what we notice about the line of best fit is that some of the crosses are below the line and some of them are above, and it generally follows the trend. It does not have to go through zero. So draw the line of best fit, done. Describe the correlation. Right, it's about correlation, so it's positive correlation. A different student revised for 9 hours, estimate the mark. So what we do there is we go to 9 hours, we come up to the line of best fit, and we come across and we read off. So the scale we've worked out is 1 square equals 2 marks. So 62, 64, so 64 marks. Okay, so again that's about recognising how we can interpret a scatter diagram using the scale and so forth. The Spanish test was marked out of 100. I can see from the graph that had I revised for 18 hours I would have got full marks. 18 hours I would have got full marks. Comment on what she's saying. Not necessarily, as data only goes to 13 hours and we do not know exactly what happens after this. Okay, so basically that question is about extrapolation. It's dangerous to extrapolate, to go beyond, even though there's quite a strong correlation. It's not confirmed that if you get beyond 13 hours that you'll get exactly 100 marks and so forth. It just means that you've got a good chance rather than it being guaranteed. Okay, so that's working with scatter diagrams. The next question goes on and talks about round and significant figures. So it's measured as that roundest length of 2 significant figures. What we've got to remember is that significant figures are about the first non-zero digit. So we find the first non-zero digit and count on. So for 13.457, this is the second significant figure. So the answer here will be 13. Round this to 1 significant figure. Well, that's the first significant figure. So the answer is either 300,000 or 400,000. 34500 nearer to 300,000. So it's going to be 300,000. 300,000. So significant figures are about finding the first non-zero digit, then counting on, and then recognising how numbers work. So when you want the second significant figure here, it means you round it to the nearest whole number, so that's 13. And when you want the one significant figure here, you round it to the nearest 100,000. So it's either 300,000 or 400,000, and 345,000 is nearer to 300,000. So again, practice significant figures, popular question.